can't play quarterback. Everybody is not going to be the wide receiver. You know, the wide receiver can't do nothing if the offensive line isn't doing their job, or the running back can't do what they can do if the all line doesn't do what their job. You know, we still got to stop them on defense. The deep, you know, if we still got to score more points, so the defense got to do their job. There's a lot of compartments in that, and if we can take that mentality into the real world.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to teach, because when they become adults, they don't know how to play their role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Just a big nigga. That's all they is.
Right. For real.
And that's why we having all these niggas in the transfer portal. All these niggas in the transfer portal, because you don't know what your damn role is on the team, or because you think you should be the man when you ain't the man.
Because we all want to be better than each other. That's what's stopping us. We can't just play. We all want to be better than the other person.
And you have stated something else earlier too, that you think religion is a big part of that. I say that as well. I think religion is
probably worse than the slave mentality.
It's the cornerstone. Oh, it's the cornerstone
of the slave mentality.
Of the psychologicalness of brainwashing humans. Humans, period. Humans, period.
To keep people in their place.
Exactly. If it wasn't for religion, because what the primary thing that I see religion does, it instills fear, where originally fear wasn't even a thing to be thought of to be a thing to begin with. And then on top of that, it's the fear of death that stops us from virtually anything. Very understandable fear, but again, at the same time, it sucks. It really, truly sucks that the price of freedom is life itself. That sucks. And then it sucks even more that price is just embedded in so many people, to where we just won't think about helping. Like it's preached to help, but the actions of help is not there. The actions, but we preach it all the time, but it's just the actions of helping, because the moment that dollar come in, that money come in, that would take care of that particular fear. So now we're going back to, that's where I was leading to. I was rambling on that to try to get on while I was thinking about what I was the other day, but was self-hatred. That also, that's the other primary thing that I see, that I feel that a religion instills. Fear of death, and the whole concept of fear in general, but self-hatred is like probably the primary thing behind the psychologicalness of everything we just got finished talking about. That's why there's no unity. That's what, because of the self-hatred of the competition that we're in each other, even though I don't even know this person.
Right.
But for some reason he's in competition.
Right.
It's self-hatred.
Exactly. We step in the room thinking the wrong thing off the top.
It's like, bruh, I don't know you. Why would I want what you got?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's where it, and one of my biggest thing is, we're so caught up in status, and we have to drive the Benz and all, because we want to look good and we want to look better than everybody else, and that's part of the brainwashing, and it's like, but
that's what drives a lot of it.
But that's what drives a lot of people, and I think the religion part to me is, if God is supposed to be in all of us. And so if you're looking in the mirror and we're in his image, then why would you not walk around thinking that we're all God's, right? And so we don't think like that. But that's not how we're taught to think.
Right.
We're taught
that's not how we're taught.
I'm the God. I'm the God. Y'all are,
we're taught that he's above everybody. Yes. And but that's not,
we're taught to follow, which is why trends are a trend.
Yes.
Which is why how many times have our style switched up within our individual lifetime because of a trend
and waves riding waves and all that.
Exactly.
But black people are always on the forefront of a trend, and white people always benefit from it.
Yeah, they get rich off of it.
Shit, that psychological brainwash of self-hating. Yeah. Let's break up some of this negogamy here we got going on. We're gonna get back to some of this brainwashing because it's a thing, a theory that a new part to a old theory that I thought about. But Kev, you seen Good Burger? Terri, Coach Terri, you seen Good Burger 2?
Part 2?
Yeah, they came out with a part 2. You didn't see part 1 or 2?
I didn't see 1 or 2. I don't like corny movies. Like, I don't have time to watch corny movies.
Well, Good Burger is in our
when the first one came out, we were of that age. Though,
yeah. That's what
okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I didn't. Is that with Kenan and Kel, right?
Yeah.
I think I might have watched it, but I don't remember.
So when did the part 2 come out? This year?
Yeah, it came out, I want to say, a couple weeks ago.
Are they still in it, or someone else is playing their roles?
Yep, they're in it, and
they reprised their roles.
Yep. And they didn't pick up where they left off at either. They didn't try to pick up where they left off at. They did continue.
The only way that I would want to watch that, the only way I would want to watch that is if they bought the company.
See, I don't want to give nothing away.
But how do you know if they bought the company if you don't watch it?
I'm about to say, on that note, watch it. I'll just say watch it.
Okay, so I need to watch it. Okay, yeah, I'll look for it.
Yeah,
I'll watch. So you one of them people that want to know the movie before you watch it.
I do. Yeah, because is it going to be worth my time? Because my time is really valuable. And so there's nothing like watching something and it's like, that was just a total freaking waste of my daggone time.
Well, as we've seen, she's not religious, so she doesn't have to judge a book by its cover.
Right.
That doesn't apply to
I'm
her.
the wrong one to talk about. I ain't gonna lie, I'm the wrong one to talk about religion. I grew up in the church. I did. I grew up in the church, and I just think it's a whole, they can have it. They can have it. That's what, like I said, they can have it.
I have another podcast called Challenge Our Beliefs, and it's my favorite subject to talk about. But going back to Kenan and Kel, I had to do an update, Kel, on our top 5 stupidest sitcom character. And man, I forget his name on Good Burger, but Kel's character, oh my goodness,
got his name too.
Man, he got Kelly Bundy beat in Junior. He may have Junior and Kelly Bundy beat put together, man. The guy, I don't know how to explain his stupidity other than you got to see it.
Yeah,
you got to see.
You got me curious, so I'm gonna have to go watch the first one so that I can understand what's going on the second one.
It's characters like him that make me mad about people in real life that's like him in college.
Oh yeah.
Man, that character is Riri. Riri. You guys ever thought about what does the Z mean when you go to sleep in cartoons? Why does Z represent sleep?
I never thought about it. Why is it represented as a Z?
I honestly think I have thought about that before, but
I haven't.
Well, welcome to the mind of Dottie, Terri.
Okay.
But it is nothing significant as I thought it was going to be. Back in the 1918, that's where it traces back to a guy named David Thoreau, Thoreau. Henry David Thoreau. But he was a writer that used letters or characteristics to describe the sounds of insects and all that stuff. And then later on, like in the 1830s, 1837 to 46 with the Henry David Thoreau guy. That's where it traces back to. But around the 1918, that's when it started to become popular for saws and cartoons, and then they use the same thing for sleeping.
Like a saw?
Yeah, like a saw.
Oh, okay.
But they use the same thing for sleeping, and just over time, they just kept it for sleeping. Nothing significant.
So they use Z's. They use Z's for saw.
Yeah, like I guess that's what it sounds like. I guess that's the sound of a saw. So they use Z's. Yeah, it wasn't nothing significant. I just thought about it and looked it up, so brought it to the show.
That's very interesting right there. But I don't see how they connected that.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. They just say they use it for the saw, and then a character was sleeping, and they put the same letters there, and then over time, it just became synonymous for sleeping. Nothing significant.
What you just said about that is so profound with so many things, where something happened back in the day, and then somehow it became a tradition. Like we're in the holidays, like Thanksgiving, like Christmas, like if like
I don't
Easter,
think people got murdered to take
research,
the Z. I don't think people got murdered.
Yeah, if people would research,
and then it ends up taking on its own life.
If people would research the origin of all of that crap, you'll be like, what? And that's exactly how it happened, just like that with the Z's. Just somebody did something, and then somehow people it became mainstream.
Yep.
Or a habit, else. And then now it becomes common practice. And then nobody ever does the research on what the origin and how it came about.
I doubt so many people of the artists themselves even know why they put Z's in there. It was taught in school. They just taught it taught it in school to put Z's for sleep. Nobody even thought about putting the S, because most people who snored, or O's,
or O's because your mouth be open.
Yeah, because your mouth is open. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
because your mouth is open. Yeah.
Oh, that boy catching O's over there.
He's catching O's. Yeah. That would make more sense than Z's.
Right. Exactly. Even the S can mean, instead of for snoring, it could just actually mean sleeping.
Right.
Exactly.
But America gotta be so retarded with everything.
Right. Always make no sense.
Yeah, America itself makes no sense.
It wouldn't make no sense to them if it didn't make sense.
But again, it was a trend, and somehow it became mainstream, and nobody ever, like researches why we do things the way that that we do. So the reason, if we go back even to religion, when I actually started researching the Bible, I got mad because I'm like, so
I got mad.
So Black people had a different Bible during the slave time, and there's like 40 books missing, and we don't have and this is the big one with the Bible, is it's the gospel according to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and they were illiterate and couldn't read and write. So who actually wrote those books? Okay, so then I started questioning everything from there.
Yeah, I say the same thing. Like people, I call them Jesus's goons. I was like, Jesus' goons were so retarded. Like they were dumb. And yet here we are believing the word. Like we call the person on the corner crazy.
And people will fight over you questioning anything. And then I did more research, and I'm thinking like, okay, so there's 5 other religions that came 3,000 years before Jesus came that have a total similar story of the story of Jesus.
Look, I might have to bring you on Challenge Our Beliefs. I might have to bring you on Challenge Our Beliefs because yes, I say the same thing. And all I do is just read and think. And I think so much more than I read. I just be thinking about a bunch of stuff, and then I just read up on it. And people who be coming to me about it, like, man, yeah, I read the Bible. Okay, then why you so mad now, then?